I'm still running a little out of order. We do know that the letter M, E-M, E family, and R, take away the M, it just says mere ear. A mere ear. What would be a mere ear? What would be a me? What would actually be a me? Figure that one out. Right now I'm just writing down 11 times 11 is 121, and then 11 times 121 is 1331, plus 121 is 1452. What's that answer? That answer is the same thing as counting 101 hexadecimal or decadecimal, or counting Fibonacci style, or the rotation of Rodin's coil, the wolf, 1, 2, 4, 8, 8, and 7, and after 7 is 5, and everybody says, why 7? Because it's the next level. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. We'll take the 1 over to the 6. We'll connect 1 and we'll stretch it out 6. What would be between two sides? 11 times 11 times 11 is 121, but if you take a look at it, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's BB. It's a pregnant woman. I just did this yesterday. It's also B and E and 5 and 2. Now I got to show you all those 5-2 numbers, because those 5-2 numbers, they are fantastic. They say earth. In the word earth, just take the last letter H and put it in the front of it. In front of earth, you put H. It is now heart. They both stand for 52. 6, S-I-X, is the 19th letter. The total value is 52. That means 33 plus 19, artificial intelligence. Heart, H-E-A-R-T. 52 take away 20 is the doorway. 6, I-X is 24, is 33. It says 9 with the I on the other side of the X. It says 11. It's now 9-11. So this is the letter B. It's 1331, bringing the line closer to this and bringing the line on the other side. What's the difference? How do you know who's looking? This is what you see, 1331. But the guy on the other side of the room, he sees it the completely the opposite way of you. He'll see it the same way. He sees 13 over here, 1, 3. First is last, last is first. Everything is me. It's all me, because me is halfway. Meet me halfway in the middle. The medium. The me in French or in Spanish to say half. Me is half. So when it says me or we as me, because we is not like me, it's not half. We means part of. So part of the people in the Statue of Independence is not we the people, it is part of the people, which means most of the people of choice, but not all of the people together. That's why they can pick and choose as they want, because it's the we of the group, which is the part of the group, which is me of the group, which is half of the group. Because once one part of the group chooses, either you're for or against, making it half and half, me and we now come together, flip the M to a double U. U and U is 21. 2 cubes, 2 choices. Why 1 and 2? 1 and 2 is so much more than you will ever think to know. Because you won't ask the question. 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 create the world at 7 and 7. Where is that world? It's on a set of dice. The 10 world is the crisscross furthest apart numbers that you can get creating a star on your number pad. 19376482. 789123 is actually crisscross to 738219. One minus 9 is 8. 3 minus 7 is 4. 8 and 4. That's area space. It now says 464. It now drags the 6 in between it. Why? Because I can do anything I want with these. These numbers are perfect. Whatever they come up with, that's the answer to another reality. So I have the 7, the 10, and the 13 world. 7, the 10, and 1 and 3 is 4, the 13 world. The AC energy comes together. I only need one world. This is only one number 5. It's only one world. But there's an association. I call it entre-temps, or the intra, in the in-between worlds. Not part of or half, but that is in between of the two sides. They can never have the two sides, because the two sides are an automated no exchange. You're either here, or you're here, or you're here. If you're between here and here, then here and here is all the way around you. But since you can't go into the sky or go into the ground, you're either here or here. The elite and those who will just go through rotation, and those who have a chance to get closer to this side or fall down towards this side. But they can never get into the side. Anyways, me and we. 1331, number 52. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2, is the letter B alone. The letter B alone is in the E family. It's 5 and 2. And it does create 10 and 16. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 is 10 and 16, 1007. That's the letter B and E in its own letter. The 10th, it creates two worlds, the 7 and the 10. 10 becomes 16 of the light. 7 becomes the spirit of 67. 0, 0, 7, 1, 0, 0, 7, 16, 67, 13, 0, 7, 67, 13. Five times 2, 5 plus 2, 0, 0 equals 6, 6. You want to bring it into the other world, 57. See, if I put it to 5 here, right, I automatically chop this world to the other half. I'm just thinking of that because 0 is 2 worlds. It's 5 and 5 is 10. How do you get 0? There is no 0. How do you get 0? 7 and 3 is 10? Well, then I have to carry a number over here. That's your 10. 0 is not possible. 0 is 10. 0 is 10. It's all at 10. But it's not all at 10. It's half at 10. It's part of 10. It's not the dividing part of 10, which is the 5. So we don't need the 5. So then we get 0. Dividing part of 10 is 6 and 4. So 0 equals 6. Otherwise you have 5 and 5. And that comes together as only one 5. 0 makes a whole 10. 5 is like 2. Multiply something by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. It cuts things in half and it doubles things up. 5 is also the same thing. Multiply something by 5 or divide it by 5. Divide by 5. 5 is a half number. That's why I'm saying 5. Okay? Unless 5 is with 6. Because 5 with 6 is like 5 with 0. Why? Because that would be 50 seconds on the clock. 50 of 60 seconds on the clock. So then we have 7 and 13. 0, 7 becomes 67. 67 becomes 13, 13. And we have the same number again. The E letter for me is the mouth. It is the mouth, the E letter. The top jaw and then the underneath of the mouth. Does that represent what? Does that represent the G of what you're eating? I'm not sure. 8 by 3 is 24. 8 plus 3 is 11. 24 and 11 equals 35. You want to mark down sex, S, C. Same sound. Same sound. SCX. C is the center C of the piano. It's in the E family. X is the 24th letter. X is the 24th letter. Center C in the piano says sexy. 035, 524. 6 gets 5. This gets 59. 5 and 9. It's right here. 5 and 9. These two over here. See the turtle? Turtle, center of the turtle, and the mind, the head. 5 and 9. Not the tail. Or is it the tail and the head? It's the tail, and then it's the head. You receive with the antenna, but the head reads. 159. Association. 1452, when I add this one onto it, 121. 1452, 5 and 7. Electric company. 11, 11, 11. Instead of being here 9, this is 11. Instead of being here 9, this is 11. Instead of being here 9, this is 11. So if you say here's 9 and here's 11, then is 11 here and 9 here? So if this was 9 and this was 9, this would have to be 11 here, and this would have to be 11 here. That would mean this would have to be 9 here, and this would have to be 9 here. The minute you pass a corner, the corner is 10. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. That's the rotation of the corners. I just wanted to bring this. What we need to do to associate the mind. We have one person on the outside here holding his hand. He holds on to the rail. The last person holds on to the rail. They hold on to this person, bringing in the vibration. These two people are together. Here's the mind joining these two people. Here's the penny joining these two people. Let's say this is a 10-cent piece. Let's say this, okay, is a quarter. Let's say this is a 10-cent piece. Let's say this is a nickel. Let's say this is a nickel. Let's say these are all pennies and these are quarters. I don't know what they are, but we have to take the change out of our pocket. Now the question is, did I mention the penny? I mentioned a penny here. Well, why don't we just put a penny here and a penny here and a penny here and a penny here? Because the penny is the center of everything. So the penny is the greatest denomination in the world. You cannot get greater than something that is half to everything and equal to all. That is the penny. 1 cent. C-E-N-T, the entity of creation. C and E at the beginning of N and T, Northern Telecommunications. T-C, T-D-C, T-D-H-C, Time, Heaven, Creation, Angel, Spirit. Resident of the electronic of 11, 11, 11. The DC world in where the 5 and 4 sun only needs you to be able to go through you. 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 equals 625, no 3, 4. 4 by 4 by 4 by 4 equals 256, no 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256 equals to your counting 101. And the same number. 5 and 4, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. 9 and 1, and 9 and 4 is 13 and 10. 6 and 4 is 10, 9 and 6 rotation, 4 and 1 DNA, mama and dada. The mum letter is 13, 15, 13. That's right, mum is the 13th letter. There's two 13, 13s inside mama, saying B and B. Saying B and B, bringing 8 together. Can we just take this to another level? Can we just take this to another level? Let's do this with my B. Let's do this with my B. We're going to stay the same thing. Normally, I would skip it here, okay? Because if these were breasts, this would have to be skipped. And if this would be skipped, right, this would be the skipper. This part here would be the I. The I is the separation. Do I have that? The I is the separation. See the separations? See, these are the separations. Separations, separations. Different kinds of separations. Everything must be in its own pact. See, here's your B. Here's your B. It's a double D. It comes in 2 parts. The upper part and the lower part. It's lying on its back. Why? Because this is our backbone. And this is straight force against us. The energy is right against our back. How do you think we walk forward? Because the energy is against our back and it's on this angle. This is the angle it's on right now, and it's thrusting us forward in this motion. Otherwise, we would go up and down and we wouldn't go anywhere. How do you want to walk forward? How much energy does it take to move forward? Do you just stand in the same spot? The same time, you see the delta angle? Because the delta angle is the complete angle. The small delta, folded by the big delta. Okay, I can't explain the whole thing. And if you take a look, it's this over here. The C held up by a Y. And this Y over here has the same open mouth here as it does here, as it does here. So this will go here, here, and here. This will be a 2C. This is a 2C. Why is it a 2C? Because this way is one, this way is the other one. These are off to the sides. So you'll only have two, above and below. You'll have three. The reality is a complete three. So you have two of these, plus a river going out. These are your 7 C's, because this is the C. This is the C right over here. This is the C right over here. That's your C. This is your Y. This is your 120 degrees. What's so perfect about this one, okay, is that this, every time it turns once, it's in the position over here. When you turn 4 legs, when you turn this, you turn 3. If you would turn a square, if you would turn a square, 4 legs, here you turn 4 with 1 turn. 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2, 4 times 3. This equals to 12. This equals to 8. This equals to 4. Now you have the purple heart. You moved it 3 times. You moved it once, twice, 3, but to bring it back to the middle, this one goes here's 1, to here's 2, to here is 3, to here is 4. 4 by 4 equals 16, and you've rotated 1 time. It takes 16. This one takes 12. This is 12, this is 16. So if you think about your heart beating and something in your heart, one moving 12 to 16, well, maybe you can think of this rotation. This says where O and U is creation. Towards, V and E is the same letter. Since it's the same letter and it joins with R, okay, this is the ear. Inside the ear, the life in the ear. T is the 20th letter, add 6. Now the question is, add 6 to what, and why do I have to add 6? T and E equals to 25. 52 is Earth. So T, okay, T as the T family equals to 25. The B equals to 52. B is the second letter. This is the 20th letter. TB equals to the 22nd letter, V. V for life. V for life. B and T, 2 and 2. 7th gate and the 7th gate, 49, giving me the green life. 7 times 7 is 49, stands for green. Green is the 6 and the 14 ball in pool. The EE life. When 2 E's to come together. Why? Because 2 E's mean 2 sides of the cube equals to 4, equals to a ring. You automatically get this. 1, 3, 5. All of these are E's, right? There's one E is the 5 dice. The 5 dice automatically ignites the sun. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 5 and 4 equaling to the sun. 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4 make all the numbers around DC to connect through the sun. This is your 4-way. This is your 3-way. When you move this 4 times around, you get 12. When you move this 4 times around, you get 16. 12 and 16 equals to the 28 days of the moon. 7 times 4, the 7th gate, times the 4 rotation. 7 plus 4, the 7th gate plus the 4 rotation, equals to 11, equals to 39. 13, 13, 13. 94, 85, 76. 3 ways to get it with 2 numbers. 3 by 9 is 27, and 12 equaling to 37 again. 27 is the B world. Why is it the B world? Because in order to go alpha, omega, right, you have to do this. The 1st and the 8th letter. 3 by 9 is 27. 3 plus 9 equals to 12. You went all the way around A and B. 4 times. H is 4 times 2. 4 times 2 equals H. Okay? So you have 18, the 18 letters in the total alphabet. And right in between, connecting the 3 and the 4, creating your 7 world between your 3-way and your 4-way. Okay? Once if this tail goes against here, these arms are just up against here. You know, it's funny, I have no idea who it is, but I can't answer anyways. Wow, it's how do I stop that? I can shut the sound. Okay. So what I wanted to show next is that this 27 is right in between Remember we played the game in between? 27 in between this? Hold on. Hello? Anyways, that was weird. Sorry about that. So now what are we missing? We're missing 3 and 6. Where are we going to get 3 and 6? Well, take a look at this. Okay, I have to just shut off this phone. And it's so funny. It's exactly on 1027 right now. So what happens is I just take the next level, 16 and 12 is 28, and I get 8. That's 36. 36 is the next level inside 29. And the only one I'm missing, that's right, number 45. 4 and 5 is the next level. 16, 12, and 8 equals to 36, and 4 equals to 40. Now, I'm going to ask myself about this. Can I make 40 45 instead of 46? What would happen? Well, 45 would say 4 areas of 10. 1 area of 10, 2 areas of 10, 3 areas of 10, and 4 areas of 10. Then I can do it. But I don't like to put it at 5, but only when it's at 40. When I have all 4 corners, can I actually get a 5 in the center? Otherwise, you don't have a star. You need that star. You need this and this. 10 and 10 is 20 equals 30. 20 equals 30. XX in bowling. Have you ever seen that XX in bowling? Do you see this? This is the pregnant woman. This is 1331. Right? Instead of doing it, I can do it this way. But it has to be 2 pregnant. If I was showing that thing with the pregnant women before, the pregnant woman from the front, her 2 breasts, and the pregnant woman from the side, B and B, 1331. Why? That's why. The left side, the right side, and from the front, I have to show all the ways. How we must I-H. Look, telephones connecting the heads and in between. What does this do? I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how it works. Well, I know how it works. I can see. Here they connect together. The energy cube here. The energy cube goes here. They all play from this. You all play from the same thing, 2 different worlds. You're feeding back the same information, the same vibration. Here would be a 5 cent, a 5 cent, a 5 cent, a 5 cent. 20. Plus 10 is 30, 32. Plus the value of this one over here. I'm not sure what that value. If that's your nose, okay, it could be 5 or a 1. Could be 33. I don't know how this works. I'm just making this up. This is the change in my pocket and how far apart the coins have to be to connect all my coins together. This is the same thing. 1, 3, 7, and 9, and here's my east and west. Remember, I may be in the center over here, but I get a piece of this world, and I get a piece of this world. I walk on this world, and I get a piece. My head is in this world. So we saw how this worked over here. We saw how T and B, and together they create 77. That's Christ. This says Tampa Bay. Imagine that, ATB, Tampa Bay. This is 26. This is 62. They create 88. Herbert Hoover, Hoover Dam, the piano, 36 keys on the piano and 52 keys on the piano, 52 and 36 into T and B. T and E, B and E, 77 creates 88. Born on the 277th day of the year, 88 days remaining in a non-leap year. This is my birthday right here. The upper point, the upper part of the body, let's call that one 3. The lower part of the body, let's call that one 9. Top part of the body, let's call this one 1. Bottom part of the body, let's call this one 7. Why don't we just call it 77, 99, 18, and 14? north ear, angel heaven, passage 1 and 4, passage of the sun, northern hemisphere, passage of the sun. That's what this says. Neanderthal, near. This can also say the Mediterranean at the same time. Mediterranean says Middle Earth. Midi, middle of 12. 12 is Midi. Mi-zi equals to 12. Middle Earth. It also says Abba, Father. Abba is the same thing as 13, 31, 11, 11, 11. Don't forget to skip my pen. I've got two ends and I've got the in-between. Is it the in-between this way, or is it two circles connected together and going this way? What is the connection and difference between 2 and 1? Is 1 always on the move? You put this up over here, and you put this up over here. I got 11. I'm a passage. 1 goes all the way through me. Look, beep, 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 in between the two sides, in between the pipes. Like the goaltender's net. Have you ever gone to your rope? You're up. Top of the ninth, you're up. Top of the ninth, you're up. You're up at bat. You're up. What is the code? You're up. You're up at bat. Let's go down south. Down south, you mean we're out or up north? Let's take it up north. Take the ball to the ocean. So we did this. This is 3 sides. You see the way this side, right here at the heart, there's only 2 sides. If I perfectly put one of these chips between the 2 sides, I get 1, 2 boxes, and I get 1, 2 boxes, and 1, 2 boxes. This is what roulette does. They make the extra box in the center over here, and they separated the 3 numbers. They have 1, 2, 3. This is the second number. It's a joint number. Imagine cutting out here and cutting out here, putting a wheel in between over here, and just spinning it around. They go equal into each one. They're giving in life. V1, 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 because it's connected. 6 by 7, 5 by 8, 4 by 9, 13, 13, 13, 4, 4, 4, 6. 4 and 6 is 10. 10 becomes 16, bringer of the light, equals 7. This 5, 8 becomes the 7th gate. 7. 4 created 7. So 40 now creates the 7th gate. 40 and 13 is 53. How do you create it in the 7th gate? 53, electric company, Earth, Jupiter. This one over here. This is 49. This equals to 62. 7 times 7 creates 6 and 14. 6 and 14 is 6 and 5 creates Aleph. Creates 8. The 8th heaven. Why? Because 6 and 8 are 101 to the 7th gate. So instead of being on the 6th side, you're now on the 8th side. You're in the lower world. Well, at least that's what it shows over here. The 8. Well, here it shows it above. Calculator, you're in the high world. But in numbers, you're in the low world. Calculator, numbers, money, you're in the high world. Now we're in the low world. Here's 6 over to the right. 6 and 8. The heaven is an 8. So this is 62. This is also the queen. And this is back to the same thing, to BT. 5, 2, 6, 5, 2, 6. 6, 25, 2, 56. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 equals 256. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 equals 625. All created from the queen, BT, 62. And 26 will create your piano 88. The 26 is missing because the dog is missing. The queen doesn't go anywhere with its dog, which are the cards. 26 equals card, 26 equals bear, 26 equals dog, because 26 equals God. And the queen goes nowhere without her God. We are the little gods. 625, 625, created by 5 and 4. 5 and 4 equals to the sun. S-U-N. 5 and 4 equals to the word L-O-V-E. 54. In what is 54? It's equality. It's just like time never started. It's just like there were no time at all. Nobody waiting for you, you waiting for nobody at all. Equality. Love. Tennis. In tennis, equality stands at this. This inequality in tennis is not equality. This is called deuce. But in tennis, when it's 15 or 30 and 0 and 15 and 30, this is equality. 30-30 creation equality, 2 eggs equality, 6 as 0-0, which would be 66-66, because usually in tennis they don't show 1-0, they show a double 0, because the smallest they start at is 0-0. So if the smallest they start at is 0-0 in binary, would that not be 1-2? Father? And then they go to 8. You see the 8 sideways, so now we have to do 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. 2, 3, 7, 15, 25, 31, 63, 127, 2, 55 binary. Right from the beginning, a double 0 in tennis. 255, 625, 256, God, angel, creation of the 3 worlds of the sky. 4 by 2, 4 plus 2 equals 8 and 6, 14. This one equals to your 14. This one equals to your 8 and 6. This is your green ball for life. 14 plus that is 56, and that is your olive. When 5 comes alive in 40. Creating electric company. 6, 2, 3, 5. 5, 5, 6. New world order of creation of the B world of the queen who runs the gods of electric company, where the H2O, creating 49 of the 7th gate. 60, 08 equals 109, 169, 13 times 13 recreates this. What is 13 times 13? 13 times 13 will show you this. This section, this section, this section, and this section, okay, will all equal to a total of 168. Half of it, okay, will equal to 84, and the other half will equal to 84. It will equal to 42, 42, 42, 42. All about 42, all about the mind. You put this all together, 168 equals to Pluto, Pluto, equals to 336, equals to 12 times 28, creation of the 12 moons, plus 28 equals to 364, which is 4 times 91. 2 and 7, 2 and 7, 2 and 7, 2 and 7. 54, 1 son, 54, 2 sons, 108, 0 equals 6, 168, and back to the beginning again. 13 times 13 equals to a total of 169. But the only thing I take out is the 1 square in the game, because that's the place of the sun, and it gives the whole thing to the world equally. This 8 and 4 will now equal to space. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 and 8 is 48. 4 times 2, 4 plus 2 is 6 and 8. 8 times 8, where is it again? 4 and 8, 48 is 6 times 8. This creates 6 and 8, and this creates 6 and 8, the same thing. 4 times 8, 4 plus 8 equals 44, and equals 12 and 32. Father again, father, son. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 8 and 6. 48. This equals to Neptune and Mars connected. This equals to Mars and Venus. Mars, Venus, Neptune, Mars means we rotate this way. 2, 4, 8. 2 and 4 creates the 6th world. Pinocchio with the long nose. Why 5 and 4, 5 and 4? Because 4 by 91, which is 13 by 7 times 4. 7 and 4 coming back together to create sky. Equals to 364, the deck of cards, 52 cards in the deck. 4 times 13 equals to 52. 52
times, what was it? 52 cards in the deck, 1352. Hold on a second. Where is this? 91. There's 91 in 13 cards. The average is 7. 52 cards equals to 364. 2 decks of cards equals communication. CB 10-4, 104 cards equals to 728. 728. 7 months. 7 months of 31 days of the 28th moon. 3 days missing for creation. 104 will now create 164 and become Zion Israel, the one spirit inside of a gigabyte. Why? 4 by 6 is 24. 4 plus 6 is 10. 1024 mg, megabyte, gigabyte. This becomes 1624 equals to 40 and the blue world of the queen. 6 and 2, 164, 1264. Father Queen in a gigabyte. The 52 cards or the 52 chords in the piano. O and A, the difference is the E, but inside the R is a carrier of the E, okay, which is said the reader card. R-E-A-D-E-R. Same 3 letters. D-E-E-R. Because you have the English A to make the R sound, the E is hidden inside the R, making the loop at the top. Loop at the top, open the bottom, just like the letter E. Make it up as I go, but it's all the truth because this is what it creates. This will recreate 19. 19 plus 91 is 110, equals 116, 11.6. 116, adding up 116 equals to 136, equals to a touchdown or the light, the letter P or A and F, 1 to 6, the passage of the light. The receiver of the light, I guess, would be number 7. 8 and 9, would it not be the thrower of the football and the receiver? 8 and 9. 7th gate. Wouldn't the 7th gate be the receiver catching the ball? 9 is the quarterback. He goes back, he passes the ball. He passes the ball to number 7. And he catches number 8, the haven. Is the ball alive? Or is the life in the one who throws and catches? We leave them odd or even. And don't forget, birth 9 in a month of 30 days when all the other ones are 31. 7 months, 4 months, and 1 month. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, trying to build back Superman's sign and understand all the realities of all the worlds in blocks. If you see a triangle, you would think it's one face. It's not. It has a thickness to it. It has levels. Area values for strength, which is based on, it doesn't matter, it's all the same for everything. The thicker it goes, the greater the area of space we use, just like on a map, and then all these lines start to come out. Because this is the first area space, this is the second area space. Even though you see the man on 4 corners, all these lines must come out. We went through this. I see there's 12 and 6, I know I can get 12 and 6. Now I know I can get 18. But it's not 18, it's 66 and 12. By 12 and 6, I get 78. I get the gateway out, 6 and 12. Why do we have to fill up 12? Or why do we have to fill up 6? Well, you get 3, and you get 3, you get 6. Jack has 6 eyes. Jack has 12 eyes. The Jack card's upside down. These are 10 bowling pins and 10 bowling pins. Many ways to connect this together. I'm not going to do it right now until I create a game. I did this all yesterday. We went with the hot dog H2O already. We showed the game of Monopoly. The fishtail on why a fishtail takes up 2 sides of the board. Why a fishtail takes up 2 sides of the board. How come you don't see any more the other way? Because they are. I'm taking up 2 here and 2 here. There's only 4 sides. I mean, how many ways do you want the fish to swim? It's head on head. The properties and the swords, how they connect together. V for life. V for life. Now I would put a line down here and a line down here. Now if you take a look at this crack over here, right? This is the bottom part of an 8. At the same time it creates my X. It's the same time it creates my Y and Y. Y and Y, the 27th letter and the 25th letter, equals 52. The 3 things of the raptor paw. Like, you think Toronto Raptors named their name because they, oh, let's name it. It was only so somebody one day would take a look and go, I know they did that for me. I know they're waking me up. I know they want to tell me something because that's me, half of me, of my choice, of what makes me feel good, of what I believe, what I see, and what I think is so true. But the reality is only my perception. Do I want it to be true? Of course. DMV. They were talking in binary about 4 and 1, 2, and 3. Well, it's not 1, 2, and 3. It's 0, 1. 0, 1, okay, is going from it being in one place as everything in the middle. You are 5. You are half of the entire circle. You are everything, but if you go nowhere, you change nothing. You are in the center space. Now, what is the center space? On a finger, wouldn't it be 3? I am in the center of the 5. How can this function? Are each of these a plug? I do this, and it's plugged in. This one is plugged in, and these are all feeling it. I plug in this one, and I plug in this one. 1335, electric company, MV. 35 and 4 is 39. We have the sky. 39 and 60, we have 99. We have Jupiter in our sky, the motor vehicle department, the medical degree, and all the ways and realities that MVD go together. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4. 0, 7, 7 and 8, 6, 7 and 8, 21, create the cube. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, 4 and 4, the cube. 0, 4, 9, 10, 11. What is this about? This is about putting things in the middle. 9, 10, 11 in the middle, 7 in the middle, 13 in the middle. 101, one before, one after, one before, one after. But in binary, okay, they talk different. A basic 101 in binary would actually say 1, 2, 4. So you're actually talking about number 5. But we all forget about the center world. It's not on the first level. When you move a level, you don't move 1. You move more than 1. Just like the 4 legs on a desk. Just like the 3 legs on a desk. Here's something about 3 and 4. Something about 3 and 4. I'm going to have to draw this out. Imagine this, and all the 4 corners are my legs. Okay? So if these 4 corners are my legs, I can tip the table this way. I can tip the table this way. I can tip the table this way and this way. But imagine I only had 3 legs. If I had 3 legs, the table, okay, excuse me, let me see, did I do 3 legs? Wow, I can't make 3 legs, eh? Here's 3 legs, 3 corners. If this was 3 corners and there was a leg in this corner, a leg in this corner, and a leg in this corner, I can tilt it this way. See this angle? Let's say I can tilt it this way, right? See how flat it is? Very flat, right? Or I can tilt it this way. Okay? Or I can tilt it this way. But I can't tilt it this way. I can't tilt it forward. I'm stopped. So, do I rotate? I rotate. Now I can tilt it here. Now I can tilt it here. Now I can tilt it here. Here, but I can't tilt it here. The ways you can tilt things, dump things, shapes. If it was only 2, it would just dump like this. Or like this, forward and backwards. Each leg that you have on, if you have 2 legs, 3 legs, or 4 legs, each one will tell you a different story. Yeah, I know the video's long and you probably won't even watch it, and I filled out a whole book since 2 days ago. And there's just so many things. Does anybody know what this is? Can you figure it out? Would you like to make something up, design it at home? Although this can actually be done in between over here as a half-life. This is the letter R. See the letter R? It's all the letter R. Letter R, letter R. It's all the letter R. Whichever way you want to look at it, it's RRRR. Makes a nice package. Butterfly hips, E. This is a support, MW. This is an east-west. East-west. Looks like the same letter to me. What if I put it this way? How in the freak am I going to figure that out? And it's not actually like this design. This is square. See my rocket ship? Now, how much have I actually spoke about? Let's leave it Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. For those who don't know me and made it all the way to the end, I go over things once and twice and 3 times until finally, I can see a little bit more of the light. Do you like the shirt? But if you take a look in the shirt, there's a head with 2 arms. This head over here shows an opening. Anytime you see a straight line, I'm believing it's an opening. Or if it's 2 lines, is it the above and the lower lip? Or is it 1 line that shows the crack? Here's a man standing there, and here's a man starting here. His feet are inside his head. He has no head. That's the heart. And then it comes down all the way over here to where the sex is, or the belly button is right over here. One on top of another on top of another. Putting man together. This is a connection. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3 are connected together. 3, 2, 2. I'm going to do another video on that. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. They're long. They're not explanatory enough for being this long. I should just go slower, but I think I did a good job anyways. Pieces and parts, putting them together. Realities and understanding for 6, 12, and 18. Go to the roulette board. You'll understand it right away. 18 numbers, color. 12 numbers, rows and boxes of 12 sections. 6 numbers, 2 rows of 3 and 3. Odds, pay it off, give you more numbers, telling you more realities of the reason. Ask the scientists, and they can tell you all the reason. All I do is find pieces and parts, and I bring them together. Here's the plate and the silver platter. Thank you for watching this video.